The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Go Cowboys! This is Mick Shots, streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app. Now, here are Bill Jones, Heckma Harrison, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
And right on time, it's time for another edition of Mick Shots here inside the SWBC podcast studio. And we've got the return of Everson Walls today.
No, we have you being very petty. That's what we have. I bet he just accelerated all he could when I said, what else is new to your text?
Okay,
I might be
that
was minutes late.
Let's pull back the curtain. I texted about 10 minutes out, said, looks like I'm going to be a couple minutes late. And what does Everson text back?
What else is new?
What else is new?
Mm-hmm.
And I made it by 12 o'clock. Well, we got on 1 minute late.
He accelerated.
You know, though, it's one of those things where have you ever been late to anything?
Yeah.
Ever?
No.
Okay, I know Everson has. But, okay, you're running just a couple of minutes late. And everything that could possibly go wrong in front of you happens on the highway. You get behind the 18-wheeler. Yeah. You got a police car over here that you can't speed up. Then you get on the side street, and you got the crosswalk and the elderly couple with the walker is going. Every single one of those things happened to me on the way here. And then you get to the parking garage, and there's no parking space, and then there's one. Okay, there's a parking space there. No, it's got the big F-250 that's occupying 2 spots.
No. What about the ones where it's such a small car, you just assume, oh, I got it. Oh, and then it's some little Prius or something in the way.
So anyway, that's what I went through the last 10 minutes.
Well, you made it, Bill.
You didn't get stopped by a train or anything?
Well, there are no train tracks on the way, but there would have been one coming if I was on my way running late.
I'm glad you made it.
All right, well.
Yeah, we're glad you made it.
Yeah, Everson.
Thank you.
You missed an eventful show yesterday.
Did I?
We had Nate in Frisco who came in and subbed in for you.
Nate's the best sub in the world, bro.
And I'm thinking that Everson got wind of the fact Nate in Frisco subbed in, and so he got an earlier flight back.
You think that was the motivation? Just like you accelerating when you thought you were going to be late?
He didn't want to get Wally pipped.
Oh, that's right, baby. That's
and you were doing something with your other team.
The Giants, yeah. They had a golf tournament up there. It's called the Rivals Golf Tournament. So it's all the NFC East teams, all the old heads from the NFC East coming together and playing some golf in Upper Montclair, New Jersey.
How'd you do?
I did well. I started off like crap. I'm like, man, this is crazy. I didn't get to warm up. But, boy, that 3-wood got to working, baby. Yeah? Yeah, man. I set us up real nice. In between traps and everything. Woo. I was hitting that thing.
So it's a screen.
Now, that's the good shots. Just the good shots.
I know. We don't ever hear about the bad.
Yeah, you never hear about those bad.
So are you the A player on your team?
Heck no. Matter of fact, we were all C players, yeah.
Okay.
We were all C players. We had a good time, good group. And saw Pepper Johnson, Stephen Baker. All the guys were there. No, Too Tall Jones was there. Ed showed up, thank God.
So it wasn't just New York Giants.
No, it's a rival. It's the other team.
Okay.
I saw.
I got you.
I forget his name. I know it's not Dick Barnett, but the wide receiver.
Dick Barnett, basketball player.
Yeah, no, Nick. Yeah. Well, this Barnett was the wide receiver that toasted me for 80 yards when I was with the Giants when they beat us in Philly.
Does he remind you of that? Does he remind you that? Does he pull you to the side?
Not.
He don't?
No, he is extremely cool, man.
And so you can tell
funny dude, man.
that Everson's got the memory of a cornerback because he doesn't remember his name.
I just remember Barnett.
He remember them yards, though.
I remember that 8'6" running away while I was trying to catch him. And if I recall, he was a 7-foot high jumper.
Oh, really?
And so he's known for going up and getting those 50-50 balls, and he got me.
Well, so there was an alumni event there, and there was an alumni event here, too, that you weren't able to be a part of because you were traveling.
That's right.
Up there, and it was a nice one before the game.
I was able to show up to the game, but I had to come late because of previous engagements, but I did show up to the game. They sent me tickets. I told them I wasn't going. They sent me tickets, so I was there. I saw all the boys.
Oh, okay.
I saw them.
Oh, I thought you weren't
sure
there.
Did.
Okay.
I sure did. I saw all the boys.
All right.
So, yeah, fitted in. Everything worked out nicely. And I'm here today, working out nicely. Yep. Everything is good.
They should do it every year, right?
They should, every week.
Every week?
Yeah, I get paid.
No, I didn't mean for that.
I did.
Got free tickets.
I did, yes.
And they might start doing that every year.
They should.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Right. Yeah. I mean, Schottenheimer had everybody up here.
And they won the game.
During the off season.
He doesn't get intimidated by that stuff. I think other coaches might have bringing back guys.
Why would anyone get intimidated by that?
I don't know if I brought this up. I know I told somebody.
Remind them of success they're not having.
I was standing out there after I got my lunch. I was looking out at the practice field, and some guys were out there, and Shotty comes by, and my back was turned. So I guess he recognized me. Hey, Everson, and we started talking a little bit. So.
Did you get any inside information?
I tried. No, you could tell he was ready for me to ask him something. I didn't do it.
Didn't ask if they needed a corner?
No, a coach.
Or a coach? How about that?
Corner coach, yeah.
Corner coach.
All right.
I could be a corner whisperer.
Okay, well, we got some news after we signed off yesterday with the press conference, and we reported during the show about the 21-day window opening for DeMarvion Overshown, but there are others, Mickey, that will be returning to the practice field this week.
Savon Revel and Cooper Beebe. Mm-hmm. Now, it sounds like the first and the third, so Overshown and Revel, probably all 21 days are going to be needed. At least Beebe has played games. He went to training camp. He's practiced. I would think maybe judging from, seeing him out there on the cords and things, he may be ready a little bit sooner.
See, the idea, Everson, that we talked about yesterday with in the Overshown case is 21-day window opens. They got Denver this week on Sunday, then a week from Monday, Arizona, and then a bye week. And it would be with the idea that if all goes well, Overshown could be ready to be activated after the bye week, which would be for the Raiders game. I mean, in Vegas, the Monday
17th.
Okay, 4 weeks away.
Yeah. And that would give him...
And Revel may be on that same plan, too.
Right. Because they can activate him and then, and then have a week of practice before the game, too. So
Heckma, what that means, there's help on the way at linebacker, presumably. There's help on the way at cornerback. And as I look at a rundown today, 2 weeks from today is the trade deadline. And one of the topics to be discussed today, where's the biggest need for this team? Perhaps to add a player at the trade deadline.
But we can't be specific, right?
No.
Not about
no, Everson.
You can be specific about a position, but you cannot mention a player.
In the group chat, you can.
Oh, okay. So we can sneak around.
Yeah. In the group chat, you can be specific.
Innuendo.
Yeah.
Is there a particular position? And Everson, I want to get your take on the game too. But
yes,
the talk thing.
I mean, we did the Landry. You wasn't here for a lot of good stuff yesterday. You missed the good stuff.
Well, it's only because I wasn't here. No,
you
had Nate sitting here, and he always brings a good stuff.
It's Nate, but now we got
you. Need to do your own victory.
Yeah,
formation.
You missed it. So
do your Landry shift.
Come on, 1, 2, 3.
I got to do my.
There you go.
I do it with you, brother. You ain't gonna be by yourself.
We gotta have a rhythm to it.
We did it.
There you go.
So the victory. I've talked to you about it, but the people need to know. What did you think about it?
I love it. It's the way we should have treated it.
Yeah.
They really didn't have the wide receivers, so it was a game set up for us to lose. But we didn't take the bait.
It was also set up for us to win.
Yeah, we didn't take the bait. We didn't take the bait. We've taken that bait before, having both wide receivers out that really did bode well for us. You had DBs back there looking pretty doggone good. This guy Bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bridges, he was back there looking good and tall. How tall is he?
I want to say 6'2".
Man, he looks good. He looks good. Long arms, long legs. He was out there balling, doing well. Of course, Dak did his thing. CeeDee Lamb coming back and having the game that he had, that's just storybook to me.
Yeah.
Because it's putting things back in order. Regardless of how much I love Pickens, it's CeeDee as the wide receiver core goes. He's the guy.
Okay.
It's just the way it is.
Okay.
And nothing, of course, I love me some Pickens. But Pickens is a guy that I think he's that player that seems to be extremely comfortable with where he is on this team. And I think he feels very satisfied that we can count on him as much as we do.
Yeah.
And so he's there for us whenever we need it. The over-the-shoulder catch.
Crazy.
I mean, come on, man. He and Dak, they are just in sync all the way. I think that's a part of our team, obviously, that we don't have to worry about this year as long as injuries stay at bay. Your boy Turpin caught a pass for 17 yards. All I did was thought about Mickey when that happened. We are rich with wide receivers, guys. I mean, how do you get the ball to everyone? Flournoy, did he even play?
He did.
He played, but
I mean, and as impactful as he has been, didn't even get did he get a target?
I may have got one. But on special team, 19 snaps on special teams, and Schottenheimer continues
on offense too.
Okay.
Talk about how valuable he is.
Yeah, on special teams.
On special teams.
And Mingo is going to start practicing tomorrow.
All right. Well, Mingo better not bring us down. We're going up here. We're elevating. We don't need anybody coming out there.
Mingo's been practicing. Mingo has to be activated.
I want to see Mingo do what Mingo's supposed to do.
Yep.
In other words, I just want everybody to eat. That's what I want.
That's 6 wide receivers.
6 wide receivers. And Turpin only gets, maybe 1 target. And so that just lets you know how. And the running game itself. I told you we got to bring the running game.
Yep.
If we bring the running game, everything else just seems to fall into place. So it was our best case scenario for the Cowboys. I just want us to keep it up. I want us to take that energy into next week because the way that Washington played, I'm sure they're disappointed in that with the injuries that they had. I want to play it. I want to see how we do against a team that has everything going for them. Right?
Well, they were supposed to have a good defense.
They were.
It's just that you have a superior
defense that comes in here.
You have a superior offense, so that's what happens.
Not worried about the offense.
Number one offense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to know from you when you were just talking about Pickens, a guy that started here in Dallas and then went to the Giants and won a Super Bowl. What it took from a leadership standpoint at the Giants to make you fit into a puzzle piece that already seemingly had great players. And not saying that, you were just talking about CeeDee being a great player, Dak being what he is. How do you mesh in a situation like that from a leadership perspective?
Well, first of all, you have to be accepted by the locker room. And that happened right away for me in New York. I was just talking with my boys about it, and I let them know how comfortable they made me feel coming in. That culture there was already in place. So when I stepped in, I just don't upset the apple cart. I came in and I gave them what I had, which is something that they didn't have, and that was ball prowess. They didn't have that before I got there, which was ridiculous because you got LT, you got Carl Banks, you got Pepper, you got Leonard Marshall. Y'all can't get more picks? That's what I told Paul. I said, you can't get more picks? And so that's what I went and I told him. I can get you picks. Now, granted, I'm selling myself like I'm Muhammad Ali or somebody because I want a job. So I'm coming in, I'm telling what I can do. God willing, I did it. But I was able to do it because they accepted me right away.
Yeah.
Knowing that I came in, but they wanted to make sure I came in as a professional. Pickens did that, right?
Yeah.
He has come in here. He has acted just like a professional, and we haven't heard a peek out of him, even when we tried to put that on him about I think it was a fumble.
Slamming his helmet.
Slamming his helmet and all of that. That didn't go anywhere because of the maturity that he showed. That's what I like about Pickens being here And that's why he fits in so well.
And I'm sorry, I was really just a parallel between that, and we were talking about the leadership in the locker room, bringing him in and having him under this umbrella, and that's what I love to see on the sideline, seeing him and CeeDee standing shoulder to shoulder in press conferences.
CeeDee's acceptance has a lot to do with that.
That's what I mean.
His acceptance has a lot to do with that. I was kind of worried about it, you know.
Thinking that one ball, two dogs.
I'm thinking that Green Bay game, is that attitude going to continue with CeeDee? It did not. So shout out to CeeDee for being that teammate that was willing to accept a partner.
And how hard?
And you saw who escorted him into the end zone, right?
That's right. That's right. And with joy.
Right.
With joy. There's nothing fake about what these guys are doing, and that's easy to do right now because we're so good at it offensively.
Well. I know. I love it. I love every part of it. I just wanted to say to you that when you have a guy like CeeDee Lamb that everybody knows who he is as a player, and George being able to be a part of that missing piece, I think, for the Dallas Cowboys was that 1A wide receiver that's going to go get the ball, that's going to give you that third down guy that even though defenses are going to double up everything that they have to stop CeeDee, you can't stop number 3 as well. And defensive coordinators are confused by that. And that's why going into this Denver game, when we finally get around to talking about the Broncos, Vance Joseph in that defense, man, he's got to pick his poison, because I think now that's where defensive coordinators are. Like, if we're going to stop them, we got to figure out how to stop one thing, and then the other thing is still going to expose us.
This is a test for us, though.
They're the number 3 defense.
This is a test for us. Yeah. This is a test for us. Little things, playing on grass, you know, on the road, you know, hostile crowd, all of those
Mile
things.
high.
Mile high. We're talking about the altitude. All of those things, you know, they're going to be factors that when you lose a game, you say, oh, well, yeah, those were all issues. You see what I'm saying? If you allow them to be issues.
That's interesting.
Will they allow those to be issues? Now, so far, our offense don't give a damn about issues. They're scoring against everyone on the road or not.
Thin air or not.
Thin air? Oh, well, we don't know about the thin air yet. We'll figure it out. Let's see how that goes. But I got to say, I played in Denver a couple of times, and that never bothered me. I never really did the oxygen thing or any of that stuff. I did it, and I'm like, okay, what is this supposed to be doing? And it didn't help or hurt or anything.
Well, they tried to plant it in your head, right?
Yeah, because
do they have that like the Nuggets do at the 25-yard line? What the altitude is?
They probably do, but it didn't bother. I don't think it bothered me. I don't really think it bothered us as a team that much when we played there. Had the oxygen tank going. That was about it. Yeah.
I mean, it's a thing if you're not living in it. I can attest for it.
I don't like sleeping in it. I can feel it when I sleep.
Oh, I wake up all the time.
Yeah, I can feel it when I sleep. But when I play it, it didn't bother me at all.
I wake up all the time, and it doesn't matter what.
No matter what the altitude
has nothing to do with the altitude. It has more to do with my prostate.
That starts with a word with an A also.
I wonder is bladder affected by altitude? That's be real trouble then.
Funny, Bill.
All right. Before we go to break, Traquise Bridges, who, by the way, had 53 snaps in the game. You haven't been here since Trayvon. No, we did know on Friday about Trayvon. Okay. But he had first snaps on defense all season came in this game, and 53 snaps. 6'2" and 1/8 inch tall is what he measured at his pro day. 33 1/4 inch arms. Ran a 4.45 with a 10.7 broad jump and a 34.5 vertical. So that gives you an idea on Bridges.
Yeah.
Well, because I think of how he played, it allowed them at times to put Bland in the slot. You had Elam, Bridges, and then Bland. Sometimes Bland was outside. They used some combinations inside. Reddy Stewart didn't play.
So he stayed in the slot the entire time?
Not the entire time.
Okay.
But there were times when they were in two corners. He was outside. And then other times they had Bell in the slot or Donovan Wilson was moving.
A lot of
up.
different looks.
Yeah. Especially against two tight ends.
Ah, there you go. Okay.
Right?
That makes sense.
They changed it up, but when they was straight nickel, Bland was in the slot.
And Bridges was doing this thing.
By the way, Bridges started his collegiate career at Oregon. So Junior Adams, receivers coach, was at Oregon. He was familiar with him. Cowboys claimed him off waivers right after the last cuts in training camp. He was a 7th-round draft pick of the Chargers. And then he finished his college career at Florida last year. But he would have been a teammate at Oregon with Bo Nix, the quarterback Cowboys are facing this week. All right, we continue with more Mick shots in just a moment. Oh, I need to find out from you, Everson, what the former Giants were saying about what happened in Denver.
We do. Oh, my God.
And also that trade deadline need when we come back here on Mick Shots.
That's funny.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Hey, Cowboy fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience the best sports venue in the world, AT&T Stadium. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your package today.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Back to Mick Shots.
Cowboys fans, play the all-new Cowboys Kickoff Quest Fortnite Finishers, powered by Lenovo. Search map code 9883-5619-8599 at Fortnite.com to start your adventure, and please earn a secret code when you download the Cowboys app, connected by AT&T. That's it.
Okay.
That was a lot. This is unusual.
Did you understand it?
I did not.
Good. Neither did I.
What's the map code? Search map code. So are they out there like really searching for stuff? Are they?
Let me see.
I don't know how that goes.
It's through Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Yeah, Fortnite's a video game.
Oh, okay.
You go on Fortnite and you search the map code, and there's a Cowboys map, I guess.
So you don't go out there and do reality stuff. It's all online.
I've not done it yet, so I need to do this.
Producer Supreme, are you
excited.
a Fortnite guy?
He sounds excited.
Sounds like he is.
He sounds.
I do. I play.
Okay.
There's a bunch of people in the organization that play.
Oh, I know a bunch of players play, right?
Yep.
Do they?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Giants. What was the reaction?
Man,
after the Broncos? The Broncos were being shut out for 3 quarters, and they scored 33 points in the 4th quarter to beat the Giants on Sunday.
That was amazing.
33-32.
I mean, it just like an avalanche. It just kept coming. One mistake led to another. It was like dominoes were falling. Pepper was so upset, because he was coached. He was on the coaching staff with Belichick. we were trying to be, they were trying to introduce the players, and Pepper wouldn't shut up. He kept talking about it. They were like, trying to introduce him, and man, they just over there, everybody was just into it on what happened. I just thought it was odd for me because I was kind of pulling for the Giants because I want the NFC East to be like that. I want it to be so bunched up. I want it to be so bunched up to where it's so unique. You hadn't seen standings like this in a while, especially if they would have won yesterday, to where we would have been all so evenly matched. I do like the Giants as a team because they do have a lot of talent. But you don't want to see anyone from your division giving it up like that, man, because it doesn't bode well for your other fellow NFC East teams.
So I saw this. Guess who's catching hell in Denver on Monday? Sean Payton as the offensive coordinator.
Why?
They want him replaced. There was like
they scored 33 points.
There was 3 articles about the stale offense that they don't score in the first half.
This is after the game.
This is after the game.
Oh, okay.
I'm reading this and I'm going, they scored 30-some points.
In the fourth quarter.
Yes.
33 points.
They must have wrote the stories before the game was over.
Yeah.
It was 19-0 going into the fourth.
Columnists.
19.
Okay, so here's what. So they score. It was 19-0, and Denver had the ball at the end of the third quarter. They scored and went for 2 to cut it to 19-8 with 14-14 left in the game. The Giants then score a touchdown to go up 26-8. And then the Broncos went 74 yards in 13 plays to score, and now we're down to how much time was left when they scored? And they went for 2 again, and they got it. Okay, that was with 6:19 left, so they had cut the lead at that point, 26-16. Then Dart throws an interception.
Yep. That's what did it.
Okay.
That's what did it right there.
Not just that.
19 yards.
I mean, but
more.
Go ahead.
At the 19, so it's at the 19-yard line. Broncos score. It's 26-23 with basically 6 minutes left, 5.5 minutes left in the game. Then the Giants three and out punt. Broncos score again to take the lead. 30-26, and it was a 51-second possession. So boom, 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 6 plays in 51 seconds. 1:51 left in the game. Broncos have now taken the lead at 30-26. And then the Giants come back down, and they score a touchdown, and the big play was a pass interference call that was highly controversial on Riley Moss.
That's why I said that. That was when they got to that point.
Yeah.
And then that touchdown, which was a dart run, which was they had to review it and they gave it to him. That was with 37 seconds left.
That was a hell of a run.
And the Giants missed the extra point. Left the door open. They missed a couple of extra points in the game.
And
then Bo Nix was able to hit Marvin Mims on a pass, Cortland Sutton for a pass, and they kick a 39-yard field goal to win the game 33-32.
Kind of like you getting to work. Murphy's Law was Murphy's Law was afoot. Everything that could go wrong started to go wrong.
And then Dre Greenlaw, after the field goal is made, he goes running up to the referee, Brad Allen, and
lays hands on him.
He didn't lay hands on him, but he was threatening. He was pointing at him. He was. I
think he touched him.
Shouting at him. I didn't see that.
I don't think he touched him. They felt like he verbally abused the referee.
The game is over, and he threw a flag.
Oh man,
game is over, and the referee throws a flag. They take the field goal off them. No, they did. No. And so the next day, the NFL comes down on Dre Greenlaw. He's suspended for 1 game, so he's not playing against your Dallas Cowboys.
And he probably needs a loan because between missing his 1/18th of a base salary, and he also had a $90,000 per game roster bonus, he will be out $282,777 for abusing the official after the game because he ran after him.
So
and guess what? He hadn't played the first 6 games. He was
so
out.
how much? Yeah, right. This was his first game back, and he only played 20 snaps in the game and had 6 tackles.
Yeah.
But how much is he out then?
So the total $282,777.
You know, that is not as bad when you signed a contract for 3 years, $35 million.
Yeah.
You can handle a $280,000 setback.
So the field goal kicker.
I don't think anybody can handle that.
My heart hurt for him.
You guys go and tell your wives, yeah, you know what? I just got fined $280,000.
And then I'll tell
We'll be okay, honey.
Yeah, because
We'll
remember
be
that
okay,
contract I signed is for $35 million.
That's right. We'll be okay, honey.
No, missing him is going to be a big piece for them on defense. Like you said, 20 snaps, 6 tackles. That's a big missing piece. But emotional intelligence, man, in a situation like that after a game, and it was because the referee was trying to get out of the celebration huddle. He pushed one of the other guys. Greenlaw took exception to it, and and he cussed him out pretty good. I guess he used words, and now he's missing that for all the words that he stated. But come on, man.
But now you're going back to what they thought about it was, well, the field goal kicker. They think he needs to go. Of course. I mean, he missed, 2?
And he was the backup. They had Gano's hurt, and so.
Well, they don't want him anymore.
Yeah.
They say anybody but him from now on. Anyone but him.
Must be
Was
Sean.
it 2
Sean
field?
it's probably Sean's
Sean was
fault.
not there. He was not there. I'm glad you brought that up. But, 2 extra points and the field goal, right?
Yeah.
I know 2 extra points.
2 extra points. And
It's got the perfect storm.
also, clock management. What do you think about that? Should he have even been throwing the ball on that down?
It's just like the Seahawks.
Should Dart have even been throwing the ball on that
Okay,
down?
the Seahawks game last night. Okay, they've got this great defense. Okay, and I'm sitting there watching the end of the game, and it was the ugliest game to watch.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, and the Texans can't do anything on offense. Their offensive line is in a shambles. And
the OC
but I'm watching the last 8 minutes of that. The last 8 minutes of that game. Okay, the Texans had the ball. Okay, they turn it over or whatever. Game's over. All right. No, I look up, and 2 minutes later, they got the ball again. And then 2 minutes later, they got the ball again. It was like 4 different – they had like 4 possessions the last 8 minutes of the game because the Seahawks can't run out the clock.
And the defense, you got to admit, defense for Houston is very good.
Yeah.
Extremely aggressive.
But at least they were still chunking it around. Darnold, Seahawks had 4 turnovers on offense.
Can somebody make a call from up top down to the field to say, guys, we got this game in the bag. Run the ball.
Right.
We've seen this in the Super Bowl. We've seen this Atlanta. Dan Quinn. It happened to him. Same deal. It's impossible. It's impossible to lose mathematically if you run the ball.
Okay, they spend their timeouts, and so on that possession, you didn't eat up much clock. But the next one, they don't got any timeouts left, and you're going to be able to run it out now.
I saw you were a little happy about the way Tank was playing last night, too. You're a little happy about seeing Tank Lawrence play the way that he did last night.
Hey, that defense is something
Isn't
else,
it?
man. I mean, who's
Number
big
99.
number 99? That's like, this guy,
Leonard
man.
Williams.
Oh, my
There's a reason
God.
he was like the 4th pick in the draft.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. He scares me.
But when he was with the Giants, he didn't play like that.
Extra motivation.
And extra help.
So what happened to Houston?
Joe Mixon's not there.
Yeah, they definitely need it.
That's the only thing?
No, they
were supposed to be one of the top teams.
I'll tell you what really hurt their offense.
Between the quarterback and the head coach?
This is going back over the last couple of years. What's really hurt their offense, and going back to Stroud's rookie year, is not having Tank Dell.
Mm-hmm.
That Tank Dell, the receiver from
Houston.
U of H,
Yeah.
I mean, he was a difference maker, and then he got hurt, and they haven't been the same.
I do not like the way that, like right now, that DeMeco Ryans, he's getting a lot of flack for the way that this team's playing. Like you said, preseason, man, everybody had them, rated pretty high, but offensive line-wise, they have nothing. I mean, they can't run the ball, and right now C.J. Stroud is looking well, it's not looking good for C.J. Stroud right now, man.
And remember, they used a first-round pick the same year that the Cowboys drafted Guyton. They drafted an offensive guard out of A&M, Kenyon Green, who's no longer with them. He got traded to the Eagles this offseason. And then they had Laramie Tunsil, and he was traded to Washington because their offensive line room was
not smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not smart.
Well, no, the offensive line room last year, apparently, it was not a good place to be, and so they had to break it up.
Well, I'm telling you, like Everson said, man, that defense for Houston, they have a hunt. They got a bunch of hunters over there. And I love the way they play, but offensively, when they got the opposite problem that we have here.
They don't play on words.
They got the opposite problem. It's our defense and our offense
They got one really good hunter over there, Daniil Hunter.
Daniil. He was available. Imagine that. Remember Daniil Hunter was available and nobody took shots at him?
How about in the draft in 2015? Okay, that's another story. All right, there's not breaking news.
What you got?
There is a report, which we'll discuss coming back.
Oh.
Adam Schefter, the Cowboys, currently having conversations about something when we come back here on Mick Shots.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mick Shots.
Cowboys Nation, Dallas Cowboys United, presented by Globe Life, is exclusively in the Dallas Cowboys app. Join the official fan club today to receive access to Cowboys Drops, where you can win game tickets, autographed items, exclusive experiences, and more. Download the app now to join.
Okay, here's what I teased. Mickey doesn't like the tease because I mentioned Adam Schefter.
What's wrong with Mickey and Adam Schefter?
Didn't say anything about Adam Schefter.
Mick got beef with everybody, man.
Adam Schefter?
It's not just Adam Schefter.
Cute little Adam.
Others are reporting this because Jerry's talking at the owners' meeting. Okay. All right. Cowboys currently having conversations about potential moves to improve their defense before the trade deadline. Is that
shocking?
That was for Mickey.
I could have made that up and been right.
Schefter adds Dallas will at minimum inquire about a variety of defensive players who are available in the coming weeks, and he wouldn't be surprised to see the team make a deal.
That's a tease.
Dun, dun, dun. Coming up next.
Is anybody surprised by that?
Would you be surprised?
So, can we talk about potential?
No.
Okay, never mind.
You can talk about
say
position.
Positions.
Never mind.
Where would you like to see an
position
upgrade?
do you want?
Depends on what happens with Diggs. Are we good with Diggs? Everything okay? Can I talk about that? We can talk about that.
Well, you can.
Okay, I just if he's okay.
Well, we don't know.
Break, we bring him back.
We don't. Well, let me see here. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if Jerry
concussion lasts.
Did you listen?
Because you can
Jerry
see how we are when our boys are right. You can see what Bland did. That's bring back so many memories.
Okay, here's what Jerry said on 105.3 The Fan this morning when asked about the Trayvon Diggs concussion situation.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to dwell on it anymore here. It's what it is.
So that means that he's coming back and we're going to be good.
Okay.
All right. Okay. That's cool.
Okay.
And he'll have fresh legs. He'll have fresh
if
legs.
he's cleared to practice.
Mm-hmm. So we won't know that until tomorrow.
How bad's the concussion?
So he hadn't been here.
Well, we don't know.
And they probably sent him home after.
And stayed home.
I mean, it's a day off for the players today. And so...
if I was gonna go with anything, I'd love to have a defensive lineman. I really would. We got to have somebody, either a defensive lineman or a linebacker, and if I'm going to stretch it further, a safety. D-line first, linebacker, or a safety.
So you're not big on Hooker returning?
I like Hooker, but if I want a game changer, and we got a chance to get a game changer, then let's get that game changer.
But you prioritize that
was
D-line first.
D-line first.
Yeah. Linebacker.
D-line first. Yeah. When D-line's playing, you can put, what did Brian Sipes say about the Cowboys? You can put something like the 3 blind mice back there or something if you got a defensive line.
Well, I look at it this way. Go back to the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
And when they made before they made the Pickens trade, okay, I was saying I was looking at, they were looking at McMillan in the draft, whatever. They needed another wide receiver, okay? So, because you look at it that what if you lost CeeDee Lamb? Then where are you at wide receiver? Well, it just has played out here over the last month. They lost CeeDee Lamb because they made the George Pickens trade. They were just fine at wide receiver. Man. And now they're loaded up again at wide receiver. And so to your point, when I look at the defensive line, and in particular, if they lost Kenny Clark right now, where are they at defensive tackle? And that's where I think that is the biggest priority.
And how's he doing? He's okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
He had an elbow, but
I'm talking about going forward. I mean,
it means
I'm not talking about this current situation, but if you lose that player, then where are you at defensive tackle?
I mean, that's a good point to bring up because I think if you look around the NFL, there are a lot of teams that are playing without star players. Like San Francisco. San Francisco playing without Fred Warner right now. And
the whole season. The entire
season. Bosa.
Absolutely. Yeah. But when it comes down to the offense, the offense and how the offense is playing right now, I think I've just been saying to myself, man, you're playing so good, and your quarterback play right now is above all the quarterbacks in the NFL right now. You have to make a move, especially with what you have. But that move isn't just one player. It's got to be for more than just one guy. You're going to need. I mean, defensively, you have a bunch of holes. And I don't see if you brought in, say, that defensive line. If you brought in a defensive lineman, he would have to be the defensive lineman. We can't say names, but it would have to be one of those guys that is a game changer right away. Yeah. And you have to put 3 or 4 guys on the field to nullify.
I could see that. I could see that.
And that's what you would need if you're just going to go for that.
And that guy's going to be available?
No, I don't know, Mickey. I'm just
saying I know what you're dreaming.
So what I think is there are
realistic,
a number of really bad teams right now are probably going to be giving up on some stuff.
Yeah, but they don't give up. The salary cap comes into play.
No doubt.
So I guess I was agreeing with Everson saying a defensive lineman, and I don't just believe that it's any defensive lineman. So that's, I guess, where I'm at on that.
Got a bunch
we're talking about any of
these
linemen are a significant player.
Yeah.
We're talking about adding a significant player.
You're willing to give up a first-round pick?
And even if Kenny Clark doesn't get hurt, I think this team can use definitely at some point they need to stop the run. And they don't have enough right now.
Even with Clinic.
Right. I mean, Kenny Clark's a great addition to it, but they need another run-stopping defensive tackle who can versatile enough maybe play defensive end. I mean, when you look at that Carolina defense, Cowboys couldn't run the football against them. They had 3 320, 330-pound defensive linemen stopping the run up there. And if the Cowboys play against a team that can run the football, they need to have. They got Kenny Clark and.
Now I would give up a first for one of those. Well, I can't say a name. I would give up a first for those. One of those. Give me one of those. Please.
Well, either just somebody up front that can make a difference by themselves, because they don't have that right now. I mean, Washington still ran for 136 yards,
and half of that was a quarterback run. But you're right.
But they're going to face other teams.
But it's
and
crazy.
See how important the quarterback run is for some of these running backs?
Yes.
What's happening in Philadelphia right now? What's happening with Baltimore? This was the guy the Cowboys were supposed to keep here, right?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have his quarterback running, and what's he doing?
Yeah. By the way, if Washington had the lead in that game, they would have run for a lot more.
Yes.
They weren't trying to run the ball once they fell behind by 2 or 3 touchdowns.
But speaking of those teams that are still in the hunt, like Philadelphia, they're looking to upgrade their roster. They're not going to just sit back. So
Philadelphia just added Brandon Graham.
I was going to say, they're going to
off the scrap heap.
Philly makes moves.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm saying we're not by ourselves in that. There are a ton of teams out there that are probably thinking the same thing. We're just one player away or 2 players away.
The best thing that's happened,
which raises the price.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
Because you got more people looking for that. And if somebody's going to take a cap hit for guaranteed money that they've got to cover, they're going to want even more. You're going to have to pay with draft choices for that cap hit.
Mickey Spagnola, the GM, would Mickey Spagnola, the GM, make the move?
Depending on the finances going forward, and I'd be willing to give up a first-round pick. I ain't giving up 2. Or if I can get away with a second, third, something like that. Because with a first-round pick next year in the draft, you might be able to get your draft picks back. So, but from a defensive standpoint, I would add somebody either a defensive end or a defensive tackle. And Clowney's going to have to convince me he can make a difference in these next 2 games.
He made progress this week.
Yes, and before the trade deadline.
Would you agree with what Bill
Yeah,
just said?
he did.
Yeah.
He you knew 42 was on the field.
Yeah, you did.
So.
Uh-oh, Clowney. There's a spot in the dungeon waiting on you.
If you mess up, the Mick stops.
It's cold and damp in here. I don't know if you want to go.
Got an eye out for you.
Awesome.
Okay, I think we covered it. Ran out of time. Okay, all right. We're
Everybody
over.
always finishes before we do.
Well,
who does?
Everybody.
Oh,
everybody. I sat outside and waited on the previous group. They were out here on time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, then we're done.
Well,
okay.
Not 50 yet. That's our time.
We will shout at you again tomorrow at some time around high noon, whenever I get here.
Go Cowboys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!